What's up guys, so I'm back with another Apex Legends video and this one's going to be a Season 7 tier list. First up we're going to have Octane in F tier, and this is because he just doesn't help his team at all other than his jump pad, and there's many other movement abilities that are much better than his jump pad. He's overall just a very selfish character, and that is why I placed him in F tier. Next up we got D tier, starting with Rampart. Rampart's tactical, which is her amped walls, don't really come in much use because they take so long to be set. And on top of that, she is not a very good defensive character compared to all the others. Her turret is even harder to use now because of all the movement that's been put into the game. And it's pretty hard to aim with if you put it on things such as the um, Trident, and that's why she's at the bottom of B tier. Next up we got Mirage. Mirage's best ability is the fact that he can res while invisible and also respawn while invisible. Other than that, he's just not very good and doesn't give much more team play potential, and that's why he's second to last in D tier. At the top of D tier, we've got Bangalore. Bangalore's best ability is probably her smoke, which can confuse enemies and also provide excellent cover for you and your team. And her ultimate's really useful when it comes to repositioning or pushing, and I don't think I see enough people using it to push, and I really hope that more people use it that way because that's what it's meant to be.
I'm coming. I'm here. Okay. I, no, why? That's kind of mean. Oh.
Next up we got B tier. Starting off our B tier is Caustic. With the new map, he's not as dominant as he used to be because there isn't as much cover where he can utilize his traps. It's more open space. But he's definitely good in some areas, especially with his gas grenade. And that's why he's in B tier. Next up, we got my main, Crypto. Now, Crypto is really good, but he does not make it past B tier because with the new map, there is a lot more open space, which means there's less cover for him to use his drone. And because of that, I'm gonna put him at the top of B tier. And don't get me wrong, I still love him, but this is the furthest he goes.
Oh no, how's that feel?
Next up, we got the A tier, starting with Lifeline. The main reason Lifeline's here is because of her revive, which puts down a shield, and that's pretty much her best ability. And the reason she's here, she can just keep spamming that and make it very annoying when fighting enemies.
Your way.
Next up we got Gibby. Gibby's here because of his dome shield, which allows him to fast res and also makes it so that you can heal faster inside there, along with his arm shield, which makes you have to dish out a ton of damage to take him down. Not to mention the fact that his ultimate is way more useful than Bangalore's in both attack and defense, and that's why he's an A tier. After him we have Horizon, and the best thing about her is her tactical, which is available every 15 seconds, which is absolutely amazing. And then on top of that, her ultimate will pull people in, which makes it so that you can just spam grenades, and she also doesn't take that little stun when she falls from heights. At the top of A tier, we've got Revenant. His ultimate is very useful when it comes to third parties, and his tactical disables enemy abilities. If you aim for the right people, you can take out a team no matter what, as long as you're a Revenant.
Yeah, I'm chasing the Wraith.
And when he has a team backing him, that's basically you got 2 lives, and it's just amazing.
Wraith is dead.
Next up, we got Pathfinder. With his recent grapple buff, he's once again one of the best movement characters in the entire game. And now that he no longer has low profile, he won't be taking extra damage. And on top of that, he has a very tiny head, which is pretty hard to hit, so that's extremely good as well. Next up, we got Bloodhound, and this man's just basically a walking wall hack. Once he gets his ultimate, he can just spam his tactical, and your team will be able to see the enemy's locations at all time, and that's why he's the second best legend this season.
Teammates on me. I don't have a gun. I need help. And I'm out of grenades as well, so. Oh.
And of course, the best legend this season, as she is every season, is Wraith. Her portal, great mobility. Her tactical, great mobility, and you cannot be damaged. Her passive lets you know if there's enemies nearby. And then on top of that, she has a small hitbox, which is very hard to hit. She's basically the perfect character. And if you don't know how to play her, I'd recommend learning how to play her because she is hands down the best character in Apex Legends and will continue to be for a very long time. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to try making a legend guide video for every single legend. I'll try my best to do 1 or 2 a week, and I hope you guys will learn from it and enjoy it. I know I'm not the best player, but I still think that I can contribute since I've been playing for a long time and I know how each legend works.
Oh, nice.